Guys, look at this. 70 Dodge Charger door. Isn't that crazy? 68, 69 Dodge Charger passenger door. Holy crap, dude. Morning, guys. 8:30 in the morning. A little bit later than I'd like to leave out, but we got the truck, got our trailer back there. I don't know if you can see it. We're headed down to Texas. Got about 270 miles to go. I'm sure a lot of you guys have known that the CtC AutoRanch is crushing all their inventory out, and I have driven by up and down I-35 and seen that place, and I've always wanted to go look around. I stopped there in 2010 when I was driving my Falcon. Brandon, and a guy named Ryan, and I've stopped there a few different times. I wasn't able to look around, but I always looked to the fence, and I saw one car that's always caught my eye. Actually, two of them. One of them's still there, and we're going to go down there and inquire about that. And then also I'm going to see, they have some parts for my second gen Camaro parts. I'm going to kind of look through and see if I can gather up some stuff that I probably need or I don't need. So let's like I said, we got 275 miles to go. So yeah, we're hitting that turnpike and we're heading that way. So I'll see you when we get there. We have reached our destination. Man, they have cleared out a ton of cars up here. Holy moly. Yeah, I'd say we are almost out of time.
That's all right.
Somebody's gonna, yeah.
They're gonna have an auction here on June 7th.
June 7th.
Everything is gone.
I know, man. He's clearing it out for sure.
They're retiring.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask them about that trailer.
Heck yeah. Sounds good. So yeah, you guys have no clue how excited I have been to come down here and get to look through this place, man. I've drove through it several times over the years, hadn't had time, and now I'm getting the opportunity. It's a shame I couldn't get here a lot earlier, but yeah, let's start checking stuff out, man. I love it. Got us a little 71, 72 Torino. Not too shabby. A little rough, but not bad. Looks like a 68 or so Dart. It's got 318, I imagine, with the distributor in the back. There's another Dart right there. Holy moly. Here you go, Adam. My friend Adam's been looking for one of these short wides. This one's an earlier 60s. Not terrible. I'm surprised the rockers are even still on it. Door's kind of sprung. But yeah, you don't find these. I'm guessing this is about a 62 or 3. Look at that El Camino. Ow! Little Dart. What, about a 73? I don't know my Mopars as well as I do the Chevrolets, but oh man, I've always wanted a Duster. Look at that. It's even still got the keys in it. Holy moly. Yeah, you just don't find this stuff anymore. I smell the varnished gasoline. I love it. Oh, Yeah, this place, as far as you could see, was full of cars, man. And they got you the old big body Impala right here. We'll keep our eyes out for good, rare stuff. And this even got the motor still in it. Most of these had 350s and 400s. Yeah, that I don't want to spring that hood and bend it. It's got ram horns on it. I wouldn't thought it would have had that. Now that's a rabbit hunting rig right here. I had to think for a minute. Holy moly, that's pretty cool. All right, 57 wagon. Not too shabby. That's a good car right there. Oh yeah. Seem like these always need floor pans in them. Somebody's got to save that, man. Some of your base model Camaros. Guys, I'm telling you, you better get all these you can get because one, they're not making any more of them. And these are excellent, excellent cars, man. These things are pretty straight. That's a good thing about this side of Texas is everything is pretty, for the most part, rust-free. Look at this big old wagon right here. Holy moly. I like this thing. I'd like to have a big old wagon. Oh, it's got the super wides on it. Holy crap, dude. This may have been a little bit of a hot rod. It's so weird. How does the hood rust out like that? It must have been sitting under a tree. Which engine? 327. All right, we got about a 79 to 81 Firebird. What's left of it. Looks like we got a 8-inch wide rally wheel. Ooh, we got a Krager SS. Cal Chrome, so that's a Cal Custom wheel. What's this one? Then they're just some old junk wheels. Holy moly, man. Here's a Z28 hood. What was left of it. Dang. They call you the Bandit. Yeah, this ain't actually a Bandit Trans Am. 403 Oldsmobile. Nah. Can't do nothing with that. T-tops. Another old Chevy pickup. Here's that old Biscayne. I saw this on that Puddin's Fab Shop deal or whatever on his video. This right here may be the buy of the whole area. This little 63 two-door. And for $2,000, that ain't bad, man. I guarantee this car would probably run. There's you one of those early 60s unibody Fords. Little rough-ski. A little bit rough-ski. Getting excited, man. Even with no more than what's here now, I'm still getting pretty pumped. Here you go. Here's an old 77 El Camino. It's got the 400. Again, that's kind of hard to find. Man, I need like a semi-truck with a car hauler, man. There's your little AMC Eagles. Those are pretty cool. I'll have to look at it. 4-wheel drive. That one's pretty cool. I like that. Another Elco. That's pretty cool. I like that. Got the old Magnum 500 looking wheels on it. That one's pretty cool. I like that. Now here's something you don't see every day is a 59 Impala. I really like the way these things look. Just a little rough-ski. Little rough. 57 with the IROCs on it. Oh, 57. I like these, man. Needs floors like all of them do. Oh, we're in luck. They didn't crush all the F bodies. Let's look through these things. Man, look at this old Jeepster. Got the old Scrambler LTs. Man, you could just put a motor in this thing and use it to do donuts on your property. All right, so this is what I came for, is these Camaros. Second gen, 70 through 81. But mainly I'm after the 78 through 81s. And I'm looking for things that I might be interested in. There's an old 73. Woo! She's had a little body work done. Holy moly. And we got clutch pedals in this one. Hot dog. She was a hot rod, man. Not too shabby. Uh-oh. Falcon wagon. See, it's real easy for me to get deterred. It's got a little rust on the bottom. These are just beautiful little cars. I love these Falcons. I used to have a little 62 door that I drove everywhere, man. So what we're looking for is we're looking for a 78, 79 Z28 car. And I'll tell you the reason why once we try to find one is I'm looking for a certain amount of, you know, a few little parts here and there. So at first glance, you think we struck gold. So that's a 78 emblem, 79. Automatic, it's actually got a Trans Am style shifter ball on it. But man, these floors ain't bad. Hood springs. We'll come up here to our cow tag. And this is a 78 on the cow tag. I don't know if you can see or not. It's a 78 model. So on this trim tag, on the 10th digit, we're looking for an 8, which looks to me like an 8. So this probably would have, and this tag's kind of hard to read without scraping all that stuff off. And it's got a really long number right there, kind of weird for me, but I'm thinking this is an actual Z28 car. So this would have a 342 rear axle. I won't know without looking at the code on the passenger side if it's a limited slip or not, but this rear axle would work for what I'm wanting. So let's look at another one. And this one here I saw on the website. This car looks to me like a Z car, but we got to get the hood open on it to see. But I think this one's a 79. And always be mindful for them stinking snakes too. So I drug this back. We're missing the cow tag. However, the fender vents are gone because 78 and 9 had a different fender vent, and 80 and 81. Right here we have an 80-81 car because this has got the fender vents like the one I've got, which these can have anywhere from a 308 to whatever, you never know. So there's not enough of this car left for me to know. Now one thing you got to be careful with is these Firebird Trans Ams. So you would think that they would have the best ratio rear axles, but they actually don't. They will have more because they came with like the 400 Pontiac, the 403 Oldsmobile. They actually had like 241, 256, 273. Because they had that high torque, large motor, they didn't need as much gear as like the Camaros did with their 305s and 350s. So they will most of the time have higher gear rear axles. So like these, and I don't know as much about the Firebirds as I do the Camaros and stuff. So these more than likely, all of them have pretty high gear rear axles. You can definitely look at them like, man, I mean, look at the rockers on this thing, man. Like if you was needing a good shell, aside from the T-top, ooh, a 76, 75, 76 T-top car. Oh Lord, 4-speed, no. So it's got an automatic pedal in it, but somebody's cut a hole to have something of a stick variation in it. Trans Am. Now this is an earlier one. This is probably a 74. It's got the small back window. Oh yeah, right there, 74. We'll look at our trim tag on this one. Usually you can see right on that. And we got it, 1974. I don't know what kind of shape this would be in. Automatic. It's getting hard pressed to find any stick shift cars these days. This standard Firebird, probably 79, 80. Another Trans Am body. Let's see here, 79. So I'd have the square headlights. Yep. 3rd gen wheel. I love the steering wheel and the dash in these cars. I have to admit I like the Camaro better, but I like the interior and the dash on these cars better. Man, I just knew they crushed all these, man. Another small back window, 73 or 4. See, large 400 Pontiacs. Ooh, 70. Holy crap, dude. You don't see these like this very often. Man, if this thing didn't have any damage on it, hell, the floors don't look terrible. The rockers are good. The roof's not wrinkled. 70, wow, man. Oh, they've cut the back off of it. Shit. Here's your formula. I'm gonna guess this is an 80, 79 or 80. Well, yeah, it'd have to be 77, 78, 79 with that nose on it. Man. What do we got here? Yep, another Firebird. Looks to be about 73 or so. We got a honeycomb wheel on this one. I don't know what year model this one is, but it's probably getting up there. I'm gonna go around this side. Nice, man. This is not a bad little car right here, man. The nose is not bad. 79 or 80. This would be a good builder. Got a little bit of hood's kind of rough. We got any motor in there? No. Man, oh man. Another bird. Standard Firebird there. No fender vents. Ooh, here we go. Here's another Trans Am. Got the fender vents on it. She's pretty rough though. Man, if a guy had time, I'd get every one of those Pontiac Rally wheels that you could take with you. I miss those Goodyear Eagle ST tires. Yep, they've chopped the back off this one too. I'll be darned. Now I'm pretty sure the old blue Camaro here probably has the rear axle on after. It's got a really nice back bumper on it. We've got a Trans Am deck lid. This probably wouldn't be a terrible car. It's got a sunroof, it's junk. But the hood's good, the rear axle I wouldn't mind. And this one, I'm pretty sure this 70, what did we say this one was again? 78. It's probably got the axle I'm looking for too, but we came here for that, but we came here to look at something else. So you could bring your truck just for an axle. You don't need a car trailer, but I brought a car trailer for a reason. And last 3 times I stopped by here in 2010, and it was on a Sunday. We were actually driving that Falcon I was telling you about, and I saw a Camaro sitting over here, except it was sitting over on that side, but I saw it. And then we were down here last summer, and the car hadn't moved. It's right here in front of me. So I'm gonna check this thing out. Oh, the hood's missing. All right, so not that one. This one. This is a 1978 Camaro Z28. Now I know it looks a little bit rough, but this side of Texas is known for its rust-free bodies. Oh man, that's not looking so good. And this one definitely has the rear axle I need. It's got the 80-81 seats, so I don't think those seats are correct for this car. Oh, damn it. The hood's missing. Because I wanted to see if I could get this car to run, but there's no telling. Now, we came through here in about June, and the hood was on this stinking thing. And now it's gone, so the motor's probably full of water. Gosh dang it. So surprisingly, the oil's really clean in it, so it may have just come off. I'm gonna ask him what happened to the hood. But let's look this thing over, and now we're gonna be looking for rust. So another big money thing on these cars is the nose piece. But we're gonna kind of go around it and look at everything. We got a little bit of rust here. Oh goodness. Yeah, she's pretty crunchy right there. Possibly just sitting that low on the ground. So that door's not gonna open. It's a little wrinkled there on the bottom. Yeah, this is definitely a parts car. Holy crap, that sucks. Still got the lock in it, so you get a surprise in the trunk. Yeah, so this one definitely will have a 342 limited slip rear axle on it. Oh, the factory exhaust is still on it too. A little bit of cancered up a little bit. I like these little wheels. What are those? 14s? I knew it. See that? Somebody knocked the wind out of it. Doors aren't wanting to open. Yeah, she's a little, I may not be able to save this one. She's a little rough. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't want to mess with this. It's all rotted out in here. Yeah, this is definitely a parts car. For sure. Oh, that's a bummer, man. Yeah, I was hoping it'd be a little bit better shape. And on this one, the Cal tag, 1FQ87L, so it's a Van Nuys California car. 8 on this one would be the 10th digit for the Z28. So yeah, this is a Z car. but she's just, dang, that sucks, man. She's a rough one. I can't even see the floorboards in this thing to see if they're any good or not. But yeah, they've forklift bashed the rocker in on that one. Yeah, this is just solely a parts car, guys. Damn. Man, oh man. Yeah. These floors are gone in this car. This thing is solely just parts. But even at that, with the rear axle, it's got a turbo 350 transmission. It's got the later 350 motor in it. So I don't think this is original to this car because it's a passenger side dipstick. And you want to be leery because it could be a 305. So yeah, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of value left in this car, but I might see what we can do. Here's another car I've always liked is these Ford Torinos. These are pretty sweet. Automatic. The old Dodge Cordova's got a monster tack on it. Look out. See, I love the hood on this car. I wonder if she's even got the motor in it. This stuff's a little rustier than what I thought it would be. No motor. Got an MSD style ignition box, Pro Comp. Got some old stuff that he had a bunch of axles back here that possibly already pulled. So we're gonna look through those. But I still wouldn't mind having that car. Actually, if I could just make a deal for that one and take it home, I'd rather just have the whole thing so I can use parts off of it. Holy crap, look at this. A little 6970 step side. I don't care what anybody says, I like these step sides. Typical rockers cab corners. You can just, on these trucks, the worst thing is the rockers cab corners and right up here in the windshield frames. They're pretty rusty. Wait a minute. Had some buckets in it. That was no. So it had high back seats with a fold down console and a bench. Now that is pretty cool. And then we got about a 62 because it's got that goofy looking hood on it. This is not quite my favorite Chevrolet. I liked a little bit a few years later. I don't like that Apache style front clip. Yeah, guys, I'd say they're pretty darn picked over. Man, he's got some quarters. 67 Chevelle hood. 73 Laguna style Chevelle fender. Oh my gosh. Holy moly, he's got a lot of cool stuff. Oh, I like those chairs. It's like out of a baseball field or a... Man, oh man. Oh my God, guys. He has got a lot of good stuff around here. You've seen me before chase him. Here's an MP208. It's got a 704. Throw that part away. And then here's that, the Impala Biscayne 12 bolt with the control arms that are on the axle tube instead of the top of the housing. Holy moly, another Pontiac rally wheel. Got a big block Chevrolet. Let's see which one these are. 396, 290 set of cylinder heads. Man. I mean, the terrible thing, guys, is this stuff is once it's gone, it's gone. That's that much less stuff that we have to build cars with, man. Look at those old torque thrust style wheels. I mean, holy moly. There's some like Mopar B-body door, like a Roadrunner or Super B, I think. Don't hold me to that. Barracuda, I'm pretty sure it's a Barracuda hood. Holy moly, here you go. 68 Dart. Is that a GTS? I think so. Holy crap. Now that is something. I would love to have a Mopar like this. Holy crap. Yeah, this would be a GTS, so I'm sure this would have a 340 engine in it. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that right there, somebody's got to save that. Some of this stuff's a little bit rustier than what I thought it would be. Can I open it now? Let's don't open doors. The floors aren't even terrible, man. Is this a stick car? Oh, crap. Man, guys. I'm sure the floors are probably needing work in it, but you just don't find this stuff anymore, man. Holy moly, yeah, it's gonna need some rust repair. You damn sure don't find these kind of cars laying around. Now, what in the hell is this thing? You guys look in the comments and tell me if you know what the hell kind of motor that is. I don't know that I've ever seen it. I imagine it's an international of some sort. There's another one. That's a Ford right there. Pontiac. Shoot, man. Wow. BOP 400 turbo. What I mean by that is Buick Olds Pontiac. Oh, 200 R4. Sorry. Forgive me. Wow. We got a Chevelle style 8.2 right here. Or should I say 8 body, I'm sorry. There's a Ram Charger top. GMC V6. Now these are kind of weird. They had these in heavy duty trucks. The big block V6 is what they call them. Wow. I mean, holy moly. A Lennox 2.5 ton outside unit. We don't really care about that so much. Yeah, this was all full of cars, guys. If you watch on the other people's videos, I just got here too late, man. Yeah, that sucks. There's another Dart. I think that's a 4-door, which doesn't make me upset. I'm not a hater on that kind of stuff. Cougar. Wow. Yeah, there's your Darts. A little V8 Dart. That's not bad. Another 2-door. There's your Mach 1, like a 71. I always thought these were pretty cool. There's a, I don't know what that is, a Volare or something over there. Looks like it kind of could have been a hot rod. Ooh, 4-speed. Or 6, it could have been a 3. No, it's got an automatic pedal in it. What in the heck? And don't tell me somebody took a stick shift car and swapped it to an automatic. Who would do that kind of crap? Let's walk over here. I guarantee you I'm going to have a tick somewhere on me after this little round. Yeah, Volare, yep. So that's got to be 74, 75. Got some slotted mags. That's how you know it's from the 70s and 80s. Yeah. Whoever owned this car's got kids he don't know about. Got an old set of Keystones on the superchargers. I love these old tires. Now let's see if we've got this Magnum 500 style. Nope, that's a Pontiac. Let's look and see what we got here. Here's you another Firebird. It's gonna take a little bit to fix that one up. Yeah, look at them 50s on the back. So they had the 50 series tires on the back of that one. They were cruising the Sonic drive-in with that one, or parking lot. Holy crap. It's pretty rusty though. Oh, I bet it's been on fire. Trans Am, that sucks, man. You hate to see it. Another Olds motor, 78 Chevy pickup. That's kind of weird. I know it didn't come that way. Now that's the 400, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, for the Buick Olds Pontiac. Here's a small block from the 50s with that old 2-speed on it. Ooh, there's your DeSoto Hemi. Probably a, what is that, a 292 or 331? Turbo 350 short shaft. Another NP style. This may be 243. That's a later model. 704. Go ahead and put that in the top of that junk car. That's a bunch of crap. So right there's a GM A body bucket seat. Those are super hard to find. Has the button in the middle. Has the headrest. So that would be for the A body through 70 through 72. Holy moly, he's got a lot of good stuff in here. I'm trying to find those rear ends he was talking about. Transmissions, holy crap. Yeah, those got the seat tracks and everything. I wonder if that other seat's there. Oh boy, I'm gonna be broke when I leave here. Man. Little Mopar rally wheel, those are pretty cool. Krager. Got your 3rd gen sitting up high right there. Wow. The 70s, probably a 454. Oh Lord, look at this. So we got a 400 turbo short shaft. I wonder what motor that is. I could look on the pad up here. 399. Holy moly. Wow. Thunderbird motor. They've got it all up in here, man. That right there would be something to have. Hauling out another one. Wonder which way he's going. I don't want to be under that. Is that a 2.8 or 3.8 Buick? Yeah, he's cruising through there. So right here's an 8.5-inch 10 bolt. That would have been 1980 and 81. And I guarantee that would have been on a Firebird. Limited slip diff. So we need to come over here. So our number is 5. Let me get that focused in. 5PQ. So this would be a 323 positive track rear axle. And it was sitting upside down, so it would be good. But that's 80 and 81. So that's probably in a turbo Trans Am. I want a little bit steeper gear, but I'm going to ask about it. So let's keep looking. Any of these will be cool spring cars right there, like a Olds F85. That would be a Camaro style axle. Let's get over here and look at it. And I like how they're upside down. That keeps them from getting water in them. Uh-oh, limited slip. This one says 78 Trans Am, so let's give it the flip. Yeah, so as I had mentioned, 78, the Firebird Trans Am. This is a 241 positive traction, so it's got a different series carrier in it, so you couldn't put any lower gears in this axle, so we can't use that one. We just got some tubes there. I may have to just get a whole car, man. Let's keep looking. Here's another old Trans Am. Ain't much left of that one. Got us some G-body action with the Firebird Formula wheels on it. And then look at this big old Buick, like a Wildcat of some sort. You don't see these old vented aluminum brake drums anymore. That's pretty rare. Hard to find. Now we're getting into big body cars. There's your Buick motors right there, your 430s, 455s, 350s, flathead. There's, you know, Dodge. There we go, a little short bed Ford pickup. Holy moly. And here's our metric style frames. Kind of like your A bodies and G bodies. Which I'm pretty sure these are all G body, yeah. Full. Here's all your Buicks. Again, A body style cars. And we got some Mopars over here. Now this is pretty cool to see. Now we gotta watch, man, because these old snakes like to hide out in some of this stuff. I came down here to check out cars and not catch snakes. Got the old Duster emblem on it. She's pretty crusty. Not much left. Some more Dodges over here. Yeah, man, I bet this is a good car. And I guarantee some of these cars were junk because sometimes people don't have a place to keep them, or, you know, whatever. Slant 6, and they just came here and got picked apart, which is the evolution of the car. He's got another one. A lot of Dusters. Little Dart. Yeah. Some Slant 6 jobs. Another one. Damn, they got a bunch of them. Yeah, this would be if I was a big ass snake, I'd be right in here. Oh man, they got them all. Yep, she's got the fatties on the back right there. Got another Duster. Another Dart. How many cases of beer you think it took to shoot all them holes in that thing? Good Lord. Guys, look at this. 70 Dodge Charger door. Isn't that crazy? 68, 69 Dodge Charger passenger door. Holy crap, dude. Man, that's amazing. Let's look up in the old trailer here. Unbelievable, man. There's your Mopar high back bucket seat. Looks to be a Dutch Charger right there. Bucket front seat. Looks like we got in the Mopar stuff here. Looks like some, I think, Demon style tail lights. heart is just pumping, man. Like, for a car guy to find stuff like this and they're crushing it and destroying it, unbelievable, man. Like, this stuff that I mean, look at that valance. That's got to be to a Cuda or a Charger or something like that. I don't know my Mopars as well, so you guys got to take it easy on my. So just looking through the parts and stuff, there's an Oldsmobile, like a Cutlass style hood that looks pretty good. We've got that A-body GM seat. That'll be Pontiac or Oldsmobile, but still the same thing. The button's in the middle to the headrest on it. Holy crap, guys. Just unbelievable. Now this is pretty interesting. This is a 9-inch style looking rear end, but it's got the huge drums on it. I'm not as familiar with what that came out of. Doesn't look like a Daytona pinion support. There's the horseshoe shifter, 70 73 Camaro. Chevelle had kind of the same deal. Some 55 fender right there. Unbelievable. Fenders. Some more A-body seats. I mean, just unbelievable. Yeah, like you said, Chevelle fender, Mach 1.
You should give me one of your cars.
Here's 3970010. Maybe a 4-bolt, may not be, but it's got a short water pump on it with a big balancer. This might be a pretty good motor. It's got the small humps. Yep, so that may have a 186 style cylinder head on it. And usually your 186s run like your DZ302 style. That's a good motor right there. So it got the bolts on it. We pull it off. Yeah, can't look at it right now. I mean, he's got body panels, dude. Fender wells. 57 Chevy Quarter. 150 series. Non-Bel Air. I mean, the hubcaps, man. The doors, dude. Like, this looks to be, that's like a Fairlane door. Oh, unbelievable. We'll just do a slow roll for you guys. Let's see, Barracuda hood. I mean, this stuff, they don't make it anymore, man. Here's another 68, 69 Dodge Charger door. The other door right here, red car. I mean, I have never found second-gen Charger stuff in my life. Like, I mean, that's unbelievable, dude. Crazy. Here's just some old Mustang doors. I mean, holy crap, flathead. There's a big block sitting back there. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Kind of intrigued. What in the hell kind of motor is this? That's a big block Chevy with a weird looking carburetor on it. That's kind of... Look at that. That is what you don't see every day, guys. There you go. So that'll be like a 327, 461 casting head, 4-barrel manifold. Now, I don't know what kind of wheels these are. It had to be a Dodge or something, but that's pretty cool. Now, I'm not a huge Mopar guy, but that looks like some special high-performance stuff going on right there. 4-barrel. Yeah. So there's your 71, 72 GTO urethane front bumper almost. Well, I bought the 78 Camaro. Let's see what it looks like coming down the road here. See what I got. stickers. You get a little 4-door Impala with the wide oval on the back. Boy, Matt, you'd be tripping on that thing. I guarantee you they've chopped a lot of vehicles on that setup. I talked to those kids earlier, they're pretty cool. Out looking for stuff. These guys got him something. This dude picked him up a few good things. I don't feel so bad now somebody bought this thing. I don't know what there's left to have of that old car. But yeah, rolling out with some stuff. Got him some doors. Yeah, ain't nobody's gonna believe I drove all the way to Texas for this thing. Yeah, that sucked the wind. The hood wasn't bolted down, so the wind caught the hood and flipped it over and bent it up. But yeah, so we'll see if we can get this thing to the house, and we're gonna see if we'll get it to fire up and work. It's got oil in it. It's missing the radiator, but I've got enough stuff. I'm gonna see if this engine's any good. At least the engine, the turbo 350, and the rear end. And I think that's what we're gonna use in our 81 Z28. So yeah. All right, guys. So stopped here at the Buc-ee's. Whoop. Got the Camaro on the trailer. So yeah, let's head on back to Tulsa.